Hello and welcome to this weird video where I talk about fighting game beginner tips I really do not agree with. I'm also gonna give a couple of tips myself that I think could work, but anytime I speak to someone that is new to fighting games, they always tell me about, oh, this guy told me that I needed to do this to start getting good or whatever. And there's one specific advice that I really do not agree with. I see a lot of people tell fighting game beginners that, oh, you shouldn't be learning combos right now, you should be learning how to play the game. First, what does that even mean? How do you learn to play the game? The only way to learn how to play the game is to actually go to training mode and to have a training body or play with some other people and try to learn from that. You know how difficult that is? My opinion is that people that say that are well versed in fighting games and assume everyone already knows how to get a handle of any game. But if it's your first fighting game, you don't know how to go around that. This guy knows how to go around a new fighting game because he's been playing fighting games for a while. But for a new guy, even I don't know what that means, and I've been playing fighting games for a while. I don't know how to get a handle of a game consistently. I just seems way too vague and silly to me for that advice to be a thing. What I would advise someone is, yes, if you want to learn combos first, go learn your combo first. Don't try to learn all combos there are, just try to get a bread and butter, your usual go-to combo that you can go to it from anywhere, basically. My advice would be go for that first. That should be what you should be going for first. Don't try to do anything more complicated than that. Just try to get your combo down. Once you get your combo down and you are a little confident in it, try playing against some people. Usually if you're starting out in a fighting game that's pretty popular, you'll get to people with different rankings. You'll probably find someone that's along your skill level. And so as you keep improving, you are basically gonna start asking yourself the questions of, okay, how do I actually get this combo to land? Or, oh, the opponent did this. But if you follow what people say of, oh, you should learn how to play the game first, you're doing all of that without having that combo, You're asking yourself, could I have blocked that? I could have opened like this, but without having that combo. When you're playing a fighting game, it's really easy to be frustrated. And trying to learn a game without really knowing any combo or anything as your first fighting game, it would be really frustrating, because even if you get some hits in, you really won't get anywhere with them. And it's just not that easy to just learn how to play the game. If you have a combo, you have that first hurdle to jump, right? To actually pull off that combo in training mode consistently, you jump that hurdle. Now you go online. Now the first hurdle is, I want to actually land this combo against a real person. Now you landed this combo against a real person, and you progressively move like this as a fighting game player. My brother never really got into fighting games as much as I did until Dragon Ball FighterZ came out, and this is the advice I gave him, and now he's better than me at that game. He actually improved quite a bit. It's just practice a combo and just little by little start jumping all the hurdles there are, starting with that bread and butter. Another thing I don't like, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, you should try out every single character. You should play every single character if you want to get good at this game. They are new at the game, they're just trying to have fun first. Don't give them a chore they don't want to, or specifically, if you're a beginner, you should play this character. No. This character is good for beginners, don't do that. Again, fighting games are frustrating, and if you're playing a character you don't even want to play, because someone told you that's a good way to get good, you're not even enjoying yourself, and it's gonna be harder for you to actually keep playing the game. My advice to any of this is just grab any character that catches your interest. If you don't really feel like you're liking how their playstyle is, you can just change, that's fine. But just grab someone you're comfortable with. Even if it's just because they look cool, or because they have big anime titties, whatever. Just play whichever character you enjoy. Maybe the hardest character in the game. That's your goal anyways, isn't it? If someone tells you, oh, you should play this other character so you can actually play the character you want. No. You might have a little more trouble, but if you start jumping hurdles one by one, it shouldn't be that bad. I really don't like the whole beginner character thing. And I feel like people ask for beginner characters because so many people tell them that, oh, this is the character you need to learn the game. Just play whichever one you like, dude. You'll be fine. It's a video game. I also really don't like how a lot of people just point at sources online, but they never point to you at someone that could be your training buddy or something. Having a training buddy is so fucking helpful, especially if that training buddy knows about the game. Play with someone that you can talk to in a friendly environment, and you will be able to improve so much faster. So much faster than if you check up the frame data online or the matchups or discussion videos online. Those do help, and I still recommend those. I just don't like how no one tells you, no one really points you to a training body or something. Oh, just go to the Discord. Just go to the Discord. Why not just say, oh, this guy likes helping people. You could ask him something like that, you know. Like, if you're gonna point to a Discord, don't just drop them there and say, oh, just figure it out. You help them if you're trying to help them, or tell them, oh, this guy could be your training buddy. You are like close skill level, I think, or whatever. Don't tell them. You'll do all the looking, because that's just more work, and fighting games are a lot of work. That's what I mean by no one pointing at someone. Information is good, but you need someone to play, especially in games that only good people play now, basically. Like Skullgirls. I don't think Skullgirls will ever grow again, because I see this happen a lot in Skullgirls, actually. And I get it. How would you stay in a place where everyone is kinda tells you all these things, and if you can't learn like that because it's your first fighting game and everyone online is pretty good now, it's really hard to stay motivated. So also a tip I would like to give that a lot of people disagree with, actually, but I've noticed it could be a slippery slope, and I know how people don't like this specifically, but I do think there's some merit to it. If you're playing online, in a game where the online sucks ass, give yourself some slack. Just it's okay to blame the online. If you're playing Dragon Ball FighterZ and it's jumping to 9 frames and shit, it's okay to say this online is bullshit. I could have won, maybe. That is completely okay, because a lot of fighting games have shitty online, and it actually hinders your ability to play. A lot of people also say that playing too much online will give you bad habits. This only applies if you only play against people below your skill level or the online is shitty. But if you have no other way to play, you should play your online if you enjoy it. Don't let people tell you shouldn't, or that if you're complaining you shouldn't play it if you don't have any other way to play it. But yeah, it's okay to be frustrated, it's okay to blame the online. It's okay to feel like I could have done that if it weren't for the online, even if it sounds like a screw-up quote, or it could be featured in the scrub quote Twitter. Just don't take it to the other. It can be a slippery slope, so don't actually become a scrub that always says scrub quotes. Just be careful with that. But it's okay to feel like that, and you have the right to feel like that. Don't send them angry messages though, that's a bad idea. Just tell it to yourself. Also, something a lot of people do say, actually I do agree with this one, is record yourself, record your matches, and look back at them. If you do that, you will see so many things you could have done differently. And you don't need a video capture device, you don't need your $200 Elgato, I don't even know how much they cost. You don't need that. Just prop your phone a little bit and record it. It's fine. Just record it with your phone. It might be shitty, but as long as you can see what's going on, it's fine. And even Discords have that, like, a lot of Discords have that channel of match analysis. You can do that. Like, hell, people might help you. Don't worry, no one cares that you recorded this on your phone. It's fine. Also, one thing a lot of people do say, well, I think this is mostly, this is not a tip, this is just a product of the environment. How many people say things like, is this controller better for me? Should I change to a stick? Should I change to a stickless? My answer would be, it depends on you. I got good on a pad on Skullgirls. I used to play pad only. I got pretty good at that. I went to Combo Breaker like that, and I got pseudo sponsored by Stream.me. The truth is, I changed to stickless. My main reason to changing to stickless is that it lasts longer and changing the buttons is easy and cheap. It's like an investment. I make a big... I spend a lot of money now, but I won't have to spend money later because pads die pretty often. By that I mean the buttons don't work anymore. This is something a lot of people won't tell you. They will tell you, oh, you can do it with a pad. So many people have play on pads now. They usually point to Sonic Fox or something. Sonic Fox has a modded pad. It's not a normal DualShock. It's modded. You can buy them, those ones, or even build them online at Bieber something. I don't remember the name. I'll put it right here somewhere on the screen, and the link down below, obviously. And what that pad does is that it separates all the directional inputs into single inputs. You know how on your PlayStation 4 D-pad, if you press forward and just press up on the forward while touching forward, you can still press up without touching that other button? That's impossible with the pad Sonic Fox has. It makes your inputs cleaner and shit. That's the same with the stickless. If you don't press it, you're just not pressing it. It's clean inputs. You will go through pads pretty fast if you are playing fighting games a lot, and you'll have to buy them. If you get a modded one and then you just start buying the pieces when they start being shitty, it's kind of the same as you buying a stickless. So if you're wondering about that, and if you think your pad is shitty, I think you should just mod it so you can just do the same thing as a stick would do. Just change the parts instead of having to buy something else. You can buy a modded one or just buy the parts and mod it yourself. Which it's a little hard. Well, it's not that hard, but it does require some welding. Do that at your own risk. Controllers, everyone tells you it's fine, it's fine. It's not really that fine. I know pads suck. I got good on pad. A lot of pads suck. They're pretty expensive. They die fast. I need to buy another one. No one tells you this. So if you have the money to make a big investment, you really need to have an acquaintance that has a stickless or a stick so you can try them out at least. If you play with your D-pad instead of with the analog stick, you might be better off with the stickless. If you play more with the analog stick, you might be better off with the stick. But if you're happy with your pad and it's just dying too fast, if you're gonna buy a new one, just save up a little more to buy a modded one. Mod one, or just buy the parts and mod one yourself, you know? I know the pad life can be shitty. That's why there's so many attempts at making a fighting game pad, but most of them are kinda shitty. So yeah, I think that's it. Those are my thoughts on the usual advice people give to new fighting game players, and how I disagree on some of it, how I agree in some parts, and how I gave you a little bit of my own advice. Thank you for watching. My next video, I don't know if it'll be on Dobbs or more Switch Skullgirls gameplay, but until next time.